Hello and welcome back to session 120 of our big ass D&D campaign. How's everyone doing?
I'm good.
Ready to kill this mofo.
Cool. Yeah, we've survived the heat wave,
Just.
so there was no casualties in that regard, but there might be casualties in the next few moments.
Well, I mean, there were just not
Not anyone.
any of us.
Yeah, not anyone important.
Whoa.
Steady.
Sorry, Russian spam. Sorry, in case you lost anyone. RIP.
Yeah. So how's everyone doing? Ready to get started? Are we?
Yes.
Mhm.
No,
Um,
Hell
I'm
yeah.
gonna need 5 months before we can start the next session.
Cool. Sounds good. So, in that case, let us begin. So, last we left off, the Clive Five had gathered their strength for the final attack on Aaron Shander, who had turned a new leaf, apparently, to convince Scrimshaw and the party to set him free. But however, his bad side shone through after all when he killed Aaron and Illyriel, putting in motion this secret plan that he'd clearly been planning for quite a while. Having brought Illyriel and Aaron back to life, and saving Bet and discovering that Aaron had once been the owner of the Book of Vile Darkness, which had now been taken by Aaron and his Magister allies, you gathered your strength for the final fight to defeat him. After you discovered that he had taken Taman and Aedmir hostage, and had attacked and made the base of the Grace of the Crow his. So you all teleported in, working with Rocks of the Frostby Peaks and Arnax, and you timed your attack with a prisoner revolt. But as the fight looked to swing in your favor, a Magister sacrificed himself to call down a devastating meteor swarm on all of you, destroying the outside of the temple. So you ran in and fought Aaron, and noticed that he had summoned some creature that seemed to suck away the energy of the trespasser before you all. And then he trapped her inside a homemade elder box and went inside himself. His body, no longer with his soul in it, his last dying breath sort of began the process of assimilating and absorbing the trespasser's energy. So after a rest, you went in to fight Aaron. After having let him have a rest as well, you noticed that he had come pretty far into absorbing the trespasser's energy, and had created and turned her realm into his. You seem to be fighting in the temple of the trespasser, and Aaron before you now transformed into this shadowy, large, monk-like creature, with the same smugness that he had before. The fight began. So, Aaron has just done his. When we last left off, Aaron had just done his actions. So he gets his legendary actions back. And Gideon, it is your turn. So let us begin.
Ooh. Okay, so first of all, Gideon's going to use Crown of Stars against Aaron. So this is
Okay, make an attack.
15.
15 does not hit, I'm afraid. So Aaron's swirling mass of shadows morphs slightly out of the way, and seems to open up as your Crown of Stars flies through it. The sort of pinprick hatred sort of stare in his eyes like turns to you, and you hear him say, "Nice try."
Gideon shouts back, "Try and miss this one," and then he throws out a fireball at level 4.
Okay. So you're probably gonna get the choice. I think the choice. Well, how high up? I'm assuming Scrimshaw and Roxanne are probably the same height, and then Morna's on top of Aaron.
Why don't I just put it here?
Make a perception check for me.
12.
So it is quite dark. So, like specifically placing it. I'll say that you can either choose between Morna potentially getting hit or Scrimshaw and Roxanne.
It didn't hit me, it's fine, I have evasion.
I didn't know that, but I didn't hear that, rather. Sorry, I did know that. I'm going to go for Morna.
Okay. Morna, make a dexterity check for me.
Wouldn't it be safe?
Save,
Oh no.
16. Or...
Aaron got a 21. What's your DC?
Mine is a 19.
Okay, so Aaron saves. Morna, you fail, but you have evasion, so you'll take half. You'll take half damage.
That's pretty bad damage, actually. So that is 27 halved.
27 halved. That's
13?
13, yeah.
And then Gideon's moved over to the left slightly in anticipation of some magic hijinks, and that'll be the end of his turn.
Okay. Alright, at the end of your turn, Aaron is going to use... Let me just double check how many legendary... Yeah, 3 legendary actions to create darkness. Put that here. So you watch as your vision goes black, Chinook and Gideon, as you hear the fight continue. Morna.
I'm gonna attack him.
Alright.
18 doesn't
18
hit.
misses.
Let me change it to my name.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Okay, so that's 19 damage. And 17 damage.
That's my turn.
Okay, yeah, so jumping on top of Aaron, sort of punching down at him.
Oh, I
Yeah,
forgot
his-
to do overcharge. Don't worry. It's
Okay.
too late now.
Cool. His form, seems to take the hits as he continues to, but he seems to be taking damage at least. So, Illyriel's turn. Illyriel is... Oh yeah, she's quite low. She's gonna heal herself, I think. She's gonna use heal on herself. Level 7. And then it gets another 10 on top, so she gets 80 hit points left. 80 hit points, sorry. And that's a level 7 slot. Chinook.
Okay, I'm going to first of all step out of this darkness.
Okay.
I'm going to throw out one of my motes of whatchamacallit, Crown of Stars at the big lich bastard man thing.
Okay.
If things want to blow. There we go.
That hits 27 damage.
And then I'm also going to throw out a synaptic static on him.
Okay, what does he have to do for that?
Hang on.
Intelligence save.
Intelligence.
Intelligence save.
That's a 26 on his intelligence.
Okay, so that saves. I think he still takes. So he still takes half on this success.
Alright, roll damage. 32, so 16. Okay, yeah, so you see sort of an electrical static begin to build up into the sort of cloud of shadow. You see his form lit up slightly. It seems to be absorbing the light that's around. And yeah, he is starting to look rough. Yeah, he's starting to like a lot of the protective shadows that like stop the blows actually getting to him are starting to fade away. So he's starting to take some real damage now.
I'm gonna get closer to here.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right, Erin is going to run up the stairs, peek over. Oh, there's a. She sees the big darkness thing. She's gonna go over here. And she's going to cast Disintegrate at Aaron. Dexterity save. Aaron, take this! Aaron manages to save. You see the pale green mote of light shoot out and miss. Aaron, like, audibly swears. Alright, Scrimshaw.
Alright, 3 attacks. 22,
That just hits.
natural 1, and 24. So that
Okay,
is
he's gonna use his reaction on the first one
Okay.
to he's gonna use his mental shield. So that's his reaction. He's gonna
Is that block that one?
And then and then did you have advantage, did you say?
No, don't think so.
Alright,
But
so
there's
just the
a
last one.
yeah, just another one. 24 to hit.
Okay.
So that'll be 41 points of damage, assuming no
Yeah, I got it.
vulnerabilities or resistances.
Alright.
And that'll be it for me.
Alright, at the end of your turn, Aaron is going to use a legendary action to cast a spell.
I'm going to counterspell it, and I have glibness.
Okay. At level
That is going to be at level 3. So with
Okay.
glibness, I don't think I can roll lower than a. I
Yeah, it's
can't
like-
roll lower than a 20. I don't think.
Okay. So that succeeds.
Yeah, I think it's 13th level spells that you don't need to roll on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll bear that in mind. Okay, Roxanne.
Sorry, I was on mute there. Right. So, I would like to make a swing. Am I blinded?
What'd you say?
Am I blinded?
I don't think you're blinded. Not there.
No. Okay. Let's just double check.
Oh yeah, no,
Okay.
it's still dim light, but treating it like you can see fine.
Okay. I will make a swing. 20.
23. That
23.
hits.
Then I'll hit again.
Okay.
Same again. 23 again.
All right, yeah. So you break through one of his sort of like protective shadow walls, and your axe sinks into something, and it doesn't feel like shadow this time. It feels like flesh, and you hear like a you. Right, is that your turn, Roxanne?
That's my turn.
All right, Aaron's going to use his last legendary action to cast a spell.
Oh, I should be on 2 motes, by the way. Mine still says that I'm on 3.
Oh, okay, sorry. All right, Aaron is going to cast. Okay, let's have a think. Just bear with me a sec. It's almost Aaron's turn as well. All right, Aaron's gonna cast Dominate Monster.
Counterspell.
Are you just counterspelled?
Oh, have
Oh.
I?
I'll counterspell it.
You can't see it.
You can't see it.
Oh, I can't. That's right. Sorry.
Can Scrimshaw counterspell it?
No, Aaron might be able to.
Yeah, Aaron's gonna throw out level 3. She doesn't have that many spell slots. Alright, that fails.
Fuck.
Alright, Roxanne, can you make a I think it's a wisdom saving throw? Yeah.
Dominate. Yeah.
Yeah, for Dominate Monster.
Where is it? Lucky.
Alright. How many luckies do you have?
God damn it! I've got 1 left. God damn it!
Alright, so you are charmed, Roxanne. You have the sort of like these sort of shadowy tendrils come towards you, and then you hear this whispering of Aaron saying, "You can join me. I'll make you a god of strength. If it sounds very convincing.
Oh, that just sounds quite nice.
I didn't even need to cast a spell. You're just
Yeah, fuck you guys.
All right. On Aaron's turn, he is going to. So he's low. Right. You watch as the room around you begins to disappear again, and you return back onto the book. With Aaron looking down above you, now there's 3 shadowy hands. A third one sort of coming out of his chest and floating.
Jesus, stop getting so happy with us. I call that out.
All right. It's gonna make an attack on Roxanne. No, it's not gonna make an attack on Scrimshaw. Sorry. 30 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, so that's going to be 17 damage to you, and you're grappled.
Okay.
And that's Aaron's turn. Gideon. Yeah, Roxanne, you're charmed.
So Gideon will throw a mote out at the one to the above us.
There's 2 Aarons.
That's 26 on the top hand.
Okay. That
Assuming
hits.
that's a hit.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Hold on, my demon prince has got caught in my mouse, as you do. That's 20 radiant damage
20 radiant damage? Okay.
on the top hand, and then Gideon is going to. Oh man, am I going to try this? All right. I want to try and get protection from good and evil on Roxanne, so he gives him an advantage on the next saving throw, but I don't think I'm going to chance that one. Gideon's going to move this way 20.
Okay.
And then he's going to. I think I'm going to throw out another fireball on the top hand.
Okay. Okay.
Level 3.
So you have 1 mote left now because you had 2.
That's right. Yep, I
Yeah.
got 1.
And Chinook's got 2.
So that's 32 damage. On DC,
yeah.
well, DC is 19 dex save.
Yeah, it fails the
Okay.
save.
So it's 32 fire damage on the top hand.
Okay, it's looking hurt. It's starting to
Um,
evaporate.
That will be the end of Gideon's turn.
Okay, so this hand is going to use a legendary action to attack. On Roxanne. No, sorry, on Scrimshaw. 22 to hit Roxanne. Scrimshaw, sorry.
That does not hit.
Okay, this is alright, Mona.
Okay, I'm gonna run to over here and attack the one at the top.
Oh, sorry, it has advantage on you, doesn't it? Scrimshaw.
Me?
Yeah, because you're grappled.
Does it specifically have advantage on things that are grappled?
Oh, I thought that was just something that happens.
That's restrained.
Oh, that's restrained.
Or the grappler feat, but
Yeah, it just
Just FYI, Mike, we've lost the turn order.
Yeah.
I've
You know
got
this
it.
happened last time. So.
I've got it here. So it's Mona, then Illyriel's on deck, and then Chinook. All right, Mona, what are you gonna do?
And I attack this hand.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Punch that.
25.
That hits.
Oh, hold on. Before I do that, can I use the overcharge thing? Because I
Yeah.
literally just forgot the whole last fight, and then I was like, oh my god, I can't believe I forgot to use that. Yeah. So, let me just get it up. So yeah, I'll get another action.
Mhm.
And I assume the 25 and the 29 hit.
Yeah, they both hit.
So that's an extra 21 damage.
All right. Yeah, this hand evaporates as you pile on it.
Cool, that's my turn.
Okay. Illyriel's turn. She is going to guiding bolt one of these hands on the left. I'm gonna do it at level 3.
I take it he has a high enough con mod that small attacks don't force him to make a con save.
Oh yeah, these hands count as, even though they're technically part of him, like it's like a different. They're technically their own independent creatures.
When we
Right.
kill them, does it look like it's hurting him?
Anything you kill in this realm, because it's basically he's the master of it, does hurt him.
Right. Okay.
It's just that his what actually is killing him is he's getting hurt. This is just one of the phases that you have to get through. All right, so that hits. All right, and then this hand begins to glow. As the next person to attack it has advantage. Guiding bolt. At the end of Illyriel's turn, the hand is going to use a legendary. Well, Aaron's going to use legendary action to move this hand here, and then Chinook.
All right. I'm going to run up here. Along the way, I'm going to fire out one of my motes of light towards the bottom left hand, the one that's got guiding bolted.
The bottom right.
Bottom right. Okay.
Yeah.
All
right, make an attack with advantage.
Sure. 2 seconds.
17 misses, unfortunately. Oh, you have advantage. Sorry, 29 does hit. Yeah.
Oh, my chat's decided to fucking. So that'll be 19 radiant.
Yeah, got it. All right, and the glowing outline disappears. All right, is that your turn then, Chinook?
Yes.
Okay, at the end of your turn, Aaron's going to use another legendary action to attack with the hand on Illyrio. (22 to hit). 19 damage. And Aaron takes 20. Anyone within 20 feet? Scrimshaw, you're 15 feet up, so that technically does still reach you.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 20 damage.
What type?
Thunder.
Okay.
As the hand smashes on the ground, there's a sort of wave of thunder. Erin is right next to this hand, so she is going to run away, disengage. She's going to run over to this corner. And that is her turn. Aaron is going to use another legendary action to attack with this hand on Illyriel. 22. All right, Scrimshaw, you take another 20.
Oh, shit.
All right, that's your turn now, Scrimshaw.
Okay. I'm going to. Did we determine what kind of creature Aaron was?
No.
He'd be a celestial, right?
Not necessarily.
Oh no, I was talking to Richard. Just
Not
trying
sure.
to work it out.
Just wondering if he's a celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead. He's in that group somewhere.
Kind of all of
It's
them.
a two-turn thing though, so I don't know.
What are you trying to do?
So I've got Dispel Evil and Good, but it would take 2 turns to remove the
Oh, I
charm
see.
from Roxon. So I'm just going to fly down here and make my attacks on the hand.
Okay.
So 24,
24 hits.
34, and 21.
Okay, it fades.
Okay. Did that require all 3 attacks?
No, it would have just the first 2.
Okay, I would have moved over to this one then and done the third
Okay.
one that. So that'll be
So
44 on that.
44. Cool. Okay.
That's it for me.
All right. At the end of your turn, Aaron's going to use his last legendary action to attack you with this hand.
Okay.
21 to hit.
Does not hit.
Okay. Roxon.
I'm charmed. I have to do what I am told.
Yes, so you hear Aaron's voice in your head. Kill them! Kill them! Kill him! Pointing to Scrimshaw.
This one specifically, okay. Well, I guess I move over to kill Scrimshaw.
Okay.
I've always wanted to do that.
You have to do an athletics check, right? Because you crossed the middle of the book.
Oh,
He has flying boots of flying.
I have
Okay,
fly.
Okay.
Can also jump 20 feet without a skill check, so.
Barbarian things.
Yeah.
Does
Well,
that
I
mean
guess-
Olympic long jumpers are barbarians?
Um,
I'm pretty
Right.
sure most athletes throughout the Olympics.
Make your
I think
attack.
you'll find in the law.
Yeah.
Roxanne.
Okay, go on, make your attacks, Roxon.
Okay. Does that hit you?
nope.
Is that misses?
Does that hit you?
Nope.
Okay,
Oh, okay. I tried.
all done. Cool. Everyone's like, yeah! Why did I charm the most useless member of the clan fight?
It's like, maybe try to kill him without great weapons master, but I don't know what that is. That's another real thing. Be more careful.
Alright, so you watch as this hand fades away, and we are going back.
Also, I don't think he can specify for him to do it Great Weapon Master. I think he could just say kill him, and then Roxol decides how to.
I didn't
The
specify.
only-
I didn't specify.
not sure.
Great Weapons Master.
Yeah, but like I was on about what Richie was saying.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how much
Yes.
control you have.
Yeah.
Alright, so going back. Just a sec. I just deleted all the names from the thing, but that's fine because we're going to a new phase. You arrive back at this temple. Aaron has gone missing. You begin to watch as one by one rings appear on each of these plinths.
Gideon falls to his death.
Oh yeah, sorry, Gideon. Yeah, why didn't Aaron just teleport you all back over the edges? All right, so can everyone roll initiative for me, please, for this next phase?
Sure.
I still see some things on the turn order.
You.
It's
has
there's just initiatives, but okay, now it's clear.
Very nice.
Okay, cool. Does it just mean the text bigger for the initiative order?
No, I don't know.
I don't think so.
My goodness. I can't wait until we get back to you start using Foundry.
I've never used it, so I can't really.
I've never used it either, but
There'll be a learning curve, I'm sure.
yeah,
But it looks more powerful.
it's just more choice, really. Is that everyone?
I think we're missing.
Has Roxon done it?
Oh,
yeah,
Roxanne.
just missing Roxanne.
I apologize. One moment. Da, da, da. Oh.
Okay.
Oh. I was looking, I was like, oh, that's a really bad roll. And then it's
Yes, if there's a one in there
really
anywhere, it does that.
All right, Chinook, what are you gonna do?
Do I see anything that I could hit?
Well, so these rings are glowing. You're not quite sure what that means.
I think I'm on one moat, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to fling one of my moats at this ring here and see what happens. I just kind of shrug and do it. Like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay, make an attack.
Best to experiment, I guess. Hang on, my thing's loading. That's right, 31 for 33 radiant.
31 for 33 radiant damage. All right, so you fire at it. Bullseye. Bing. Fortunately, nothing happens. It seems to be there's like this force field around it. The rings itself seem to be glowing with magical runes. They seem to be radiant, sort of, rather than the sort of shadow energy Aaron is using. And you hear a sort of whispering coming out of the shadow saying, take shelter! And you hear it's the voice of the trespasser.
There's no fucking way! I say.
The voice says, inside the rings!
Okay.
Oh.
5. Oh, hang on. Why is my fucking...
Oh, no, so we're still in initiative order.
Yeah, I was there, right?
Yeah,
mouse-
that's right.
Looks like Roxon's
That's
fat.
about as far as I can get.
Okay.
You've still got your action, right?
Oh, yeah.
No,
yes,
yeah, you still have your action.
The bonus, and I'm going to use my action to just dash in.
Okay, so running up to the force field, vroom, going inside there, it seems to feel calm, cool in here. The fight outside obviously has died down, but it's sort of muffled. You begin to look over the side, and you begin to see this light shooting from below, which is by the end of the round going to some sort of fire is going to shoot up. So,
Can I scream out, get in the fucking ring!
all right, Illyriel is going to dash, go over here. Roxon.
I wait my command.
Oh yeah, you're still. All right, attack Aaron.
Okay.
Does he have a saving throw?
At the
Yes.
end of your. Oh, it's dominate monster, right? Hang on, let's have a look.
Only if somebody attacks me.
Yeah. Anytime he takes damage.
Well, on the first attack, I think I'm going to cut in words.
Okay.
So you need to subtract a D10, I believe.
Just roll that d10 now.
Oh, a D12.
D12.
So yeah, that'll probably miss her now.
13.
13. Yeah, that misses.
Okay.
Second attack.
20.
21 hits. 14 minus 18. Aaron's on 5 HP. She turns around to see Roxanne charging at her. She's like, no! Alright, Gideon.
Oh, fucking hell. Fine, fuck it. Let's see what happens. Gideon's gonna stand here, and he's gonna cast anti-magic field. I can't think of it. I don't have another option. He's gonna say, Roxanne, please don't tear my clothes too much when you embed that axe in me. So he's gonna place up the anti-magic zone
That's a
around
little
him.
spell.
Sorry, I didn't mean to click that. It was really unhelpful. So there's a zone of I can't remember the yardage of it, 10-foot radius from him. That moves with him.
From you.
him. Yeah, from me. Which is means that basically the area is divorced from the magical energy that
Okay.
suffices. Blah 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 blah.
So the charm runs out. Well, it doesn't run out, but whilst he's in next to you,
Yeah.
he's no longer charmed.
Ah, what happened?
And Scrimshaw's also, yeah, back to Scrimshaw self
Temporarily.
temporarily. All right, what else are you gonna do, Gideon?
Gideon's gonna move. Oh, he's moved. How much feet? Hold on. He's gonna move to here. And that'll be the end of his turn.
Okay. Scrimshaw.
Okay, as he moves away, this comes back.
Okay.
Oh, you've checked.
Slightly awkward
Why?
with the anti-magic field. 'Cause I was maybe thinking of grabbing someone, trying to grab Roxon and go, but
I don't think that would work, right?
not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure it was succeeding anyway. I think he's strong. He's stronger than I am.
He's beefy.
If I go to here, I'd like to grab Aaron.
Are you?
So I'd like to.
Well, you'll be reaching into the field to grab her.
Yeah. So it would be like a scrimshaw hand that kind of reaches in and
Yeah,
then
sure.
like pulls her out.
Make a strength check with your scrimshaw strength if you want to grapple her, maybe.
Use your
she-
scrimshaw strength.
Is she resisting?
No, oh no, she's not gonna resist.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm just gonna grab her, kind of go out a bit so that I'm kind of pull her
Okay.
like into my own square.
Yeah.
Fly over here, dump her down. To kind of dump her in the circle.
Okay.
And then I shall go over to which one's going to be? I'll fly all the way over to here, and kind of try and squeeze into the circle.
Okay. Make a dexterity check. Ah, yeah. I'll
Oh,
allow
nice.
it. All right. Morna.
I'm just gonna run over here.
Okay.
That's my turn.
And Erin. She sort of reaches out and says, "Oh no, Gideon."
I mean,
Oh no, Roxxon. Just oh
Hopefully,
no, Gideon.
just really hopefully whatever's coming is magic.
yeah.
Okay. So Erin is going to. She's not going to do anything. She's just going to pop a potion and drink it.
Oh yeah, I got my 20. I said my 20 health.
Oh yeah, keep on top of that. Okay. Right, at the end of Erin's turn, she pops out the potion and looks over. You watch as the light begins to rise up and shoots up into the sky. However, Gideon, your anti-magic field does protect you. You watch as this sort of like beam of fire, sort of radiant, sparkling fire shoots up, and the cloud itself begins to sort of peel away. This sort of shadowy cloud in the center, it begins to peel away, and then it begins to move over here.
Mm-hmm.
Before Aaron returns back. All right, Chinook.
All right.
I think did you use your last note on the thing? I don't remember.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Fuck. Hang on. Let me just check my slots. A second. Let's see what I can do. Is my haste still up?
Hmm?
Is my haste still up, or because I'm pretty sure I hasted Scrimshaw.
Yeah, that's still going.
Oh yeah.
Right, okay.
Have you been doing con saves when you've been taking damage?
I hadn't been last session because I wasn't in control of my character sheet.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right, we'll do that from now then.
How long
Uh,
does haste last?
Haste
Ooh, I think it's a
is
minute.
last a
Because
minute, yeah.
we've been in the fight for eight rounds.
Okay,
Yeah.
good to know.
Since-
Thank you. All right,
Right.
Chinook. Yeah, what are you gonna do?
I'm going to throw out a synaptic static on Shanda, probably starting around here-ish, so that it doesn't hurt my friends.
Okay, is that an intelligence save?
Yes, it is.
16.
A 16, I think, fails.
All right, he's gonna use a legendary resistance.
Cool.
Okay, so he takes half of it. Yeah, my DC is 22, so he's going to take 32 half. So, yeah.
It'll be DC
32
16.
halved.
Oh,
Yes.
right.
16.
Yeah,
Cool.
so-
Yeah. All right. So, yeah, Aaron is starting to look desperate. He's saying, "I'll get you. I'll kill you all."
I'll get your
You couldn't get a lady, you bitch!
All right. Is that your turn then, Chinook?
Cowering in the ring.
Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. At the end of your turn, Aaron is going to use a legendary action to cast his cantrip. Firebolt on you, Chinook.
Hold on, is he technically inside the anti-magic zone?
He is.
He's not entirely in the anti-magic zone.
His left foot is like...
Yeah,
His left foot can't cast
Just
spells.
with his left foot.
I'll say if someone is like entirely engulfed with an anti-magic zone, they can't cast magic.
I'm gonna jump on his head. You watch
But
me.
but being inside an anti-magic zone, I'll allow like people larger than
Yeah.
a regular size to just have like the stuff on them disappear. But yeah, because he is a magical creature. The anti-magic zone, like he sort of it doesn't really exist in that bit. But this is like the manifestation of the whole room. So when he casts spells, it's like it's funny. Right, so
They're like, whoa, that's
that's
pretty
a sorry, 26 on the firebolt,
That'll hit.
26 fire damage.
26. Gotcha.
All right, Illyriel's turn.
DC 13 on haste.
Oh yeah, you need to roll a con save.
Con save. DC 13. I should be able to do that. Oh, no, that's my simulacrum
Don't
sheet.
say things like that.
I'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Even if it falls, we got 8 turns out of it.
Yeah, exactly. Which, doesn't tend to happen very much. The combat tends to end before then, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Cool. Illyriel is going to cast Holy Aura on herself. I will paste that into the chat. So hopefully people can have an idea what it does. But she begins to glow, and radiant light begins to shine in. And she says, "I feel it. I feel the connection to Anciliara again. He's clearly being defeated." All right. At the end of Illyriel's turn, Aaron's going to use He's going to use 2 legendary actions to cast another spell. Is to cast a spell.
I'm going to counterspell.
Okay. He's going to counterspell back. You counterspelling at level 3.
Yes.
Yeah, he's counterspelling at level 4 because he doesn't have a level 3 spell slot. So you are counterspelled, so then his spell goes off. He is going to cast Power Word Kill on you, Chinook.
Well, I'm dead.
You watch as Aaron says, "Now feel my wrath!" and points to Chinook and says, "Die!" And you watch as Chinook goes straight to 0.
Shit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna counterspell that one. Sorry, buddy.
Right, and Aaron is back to his turn. He's gonna get his katana out.
Wait, what the fuck?
Sweet.
He's a fucking
I
ninja.
was dying, I was busy studying the blade.
And he is going to Sword of Souls you 3 times. Roxanne.
Okay.
Natural 1, 28, and 22 to hit.
Well, yeah. Other than
Wait, if I'm dead, does that mean like Scrimshaw's haste goes off?
Yeah, that'll go as
yeah.
well.
Shit.
So your haste disappears, and you are going to miss your next turn. All right, so that's 15 slashing damage, halved to 7 Roxanne.
Yeah.
And 9 necrotic.
Yeah.
Hold on. Sorry. Does the necrotic damage count because he's in the anti-magic field?
Necrotic damage isn't magic damage.
Okay.
But yeah, it's not a magical blade anymore.
Okay.
And 13 slashing damage plus 9 necrotic. So 13 halved to 6, sorry.
And then, sorry, how much necrotic?
9.
9.
Alright, and then Roxanne.
Is that all you got? Right. I guess I will attack him back. Oh. That wasn't very good. Try again. That's better.
That hits.
Okay. That'll be my turn.
All right. You watch as Aaron now is on the last quarter of his HP. So he's starting to look very injured. And see, even the sort of the temple and the walls around you, it begins to glitch and like almost like cracks begin to appear in the stonework, as you watch sort of shadow like energy seeping through it. Right, that is Gideon.
Gideon says, "All right, buddy, I'm gonna keep this up."
That's a good idea. Otherwise, I'm going to try to kill you.
Yeah, I don't doubt that one. He's gonna move move behind Roxanne. And I do literally think there's nothing I'm gonna do this turn, but I think this is the worst.
Give me a pat on the back.
No, it's the end of Gideon's turn.
No,
Okay.
that man could have got an inspiration.
Rousing battle speech.
All right, Aaron is going to use legendary action to. Hang on, let me just double check. Yeah, all right. Aaron's going to use a legendary action, so he should be on 2 now. To use another Sword of Souls on Roxanne. 27 to hit.
Yeah.
20 slashing damage, half to 10, plus 9 necrotic.
Okay.
Okay. Scrimshaw, you're
Skip turn.
stunned. Mona.
Okay. Is he up in the air?
So currently he's not up on the air anymore. He's like next to Roxanne.
Cool. Gonna attack. Yes. Does 22 hit?
Just hits.
Okay.
14 damage.
Extra 2.
7.
Extra attack. And then plus D6. And then extra attack.
Okay. Brilliant. You just begin punching.
Oh, hold on. No, don't worry. I don't know why I said that. Okay, I'm gonna move back.
Okay. Right. Is that your turn?
1 second. Yeah.
Okay. Aaron is going to use heal on himself. Level 6. Aaron is going to counterspell.
Okay, who's counterspelling? Sorry, Aaron's healing thing.
Oh, Aaron is counterspelling.
Okay.
There is an anti-magic field like in the way though. I'll allow it.
He's pretty big.
Yeah, Aaron's going to counterspell her, so that fails.
Oh.
Someone around who
Wait,
can
is he-
counterspell that.
Did he not
Didn't-
counterspell
And he already counterspell.
since when he power word killed Chinook?
Oh yeah. All right, so then that does. All right, so Aaron needs to roll.
Splendid, guys.
Oh, natural 20.
Nice.
Go.
Cool. He was going. I'm not going to tell you what he was going to do, but it was going to be bad. All right. Bonk. All right, Erin's turn. She's going to run around here,
Oh, we're lining up nicely.
and then she's going to dash and run around here. Just relocating. She says over to actually, you know what? She's going to say to Illyriel, "Come over here." And Illyriel says, "Okay." Right, Chinook, you are unfortunately dead. Do you have any last
Thank you
words?
for
As you watch
but-
Aaron sort of staring down at you, and your consciousness dissolving.
My last words are, "You're such a fucking incel," as I just raised my middle finger.
Wait, turn around to Gideon. What's an incel?
It's a Feywild term.
Okay. Right, Illyriel is gonna go over here. She's waiting for Erin to transport her over to Chinook for a river fight.
I must say, it would be very fitting for Chinook's last words to just be, "It's a Feywild thing." But it's a Feywild thing. You wouldn't get it.
Dying is a Feywild thing.
The Feywild is just the internet.
Alright, mass cure wounds are Illyriel. Who can Illyriel act?
I think it would only be Aaron and
You.
Scrimshaw, right?
Yeah. So that's gonna be when it actually goes through. 21 healing to Illyriel and to Scrimshaw and Erin.
Cool.
It's better than nothing.
Yeah.
And then Aaron's turn again. Aaron is going to Misty Step over here. Boop. And face you down, Scrimshaw.
I think I can get a hit on him. I can't stop him, right? But I can hit him.
Or Mage Slayer.
Like,
No,
Mage
it's
Slayer.
Mage Slayer.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I can hit him, but I
Oh,
can't.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, so with Mage Slayer, it's just a normal hit, isn't it? I can't use.
Reckless or
There's
anything.
no reckless because that's on your turn, but I think you can use Great Weapons Master.
Okay, I'll try and use Great Weapons Master.
Nice.
Actually, did all right. There you go.
Okay.
That'll be -2 because Giant Spain's not a thing right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that still hits.
So that would be 20.
Okay. Alright, Aaron, faces you down. He says, Scrimshaw, it will be good when I can forge the souls that I have been harnessing from you for so long. Now, just hand it over. And Tails, too. I saw that you had absorbed him when he died. The prophecy will be complete. Alright, he is going to... Ooh, what's he going to do? He's going to cast Disintegrate on... No, he's not. Oh, what's he get? Alright, he's just going to Sword of Souls you 3 times, Scrimshaw. 32, 33, and 33.
All those all hit.
Okay, so that's 20 slashing plus 10 necrotic for the first one.
Okay.
That's then 23 slashing plus 8 necrotic.
That is enough to drop me out of this form.
Okay.
Let me just grab my token.
Oh, you deleted yourself from the initiative.
Oh, whoops. I think I had 15.
Yeah, that's like.
I
Oh,
think
no.
It was after Gideon and
Gotcha.
before Fauna, right?
Okay, and then 13 slashing damage plus 18 necrotic on the third one.
okay, what was the third one to hit?
33.
I can't shield that. Sorry. Sorry, say the damage again.
13 slashing,
Okay.
18 necrotic.
Alright.
Alright, Roxon.
Oh shit, I can't move. Gideon, get on my back. We're gonna run it down.
Can I accept that? I mean, I guess you can like drag me, right?
Yeah, he can either grab you and drag you, or you can use a reaction to just like jump.
Fine, go on. I will jump on your back.
Does that lower my movement?
Yeah, it'll be still half, but you won't have to do an action to grapple.
Okay. So I can move 20 foot to here,
Blub, 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 blub,
along
blub,
with
blub.
Gideon.
Okay.
I love this. It's good. I'm staying on. I don't care if it's inefficient and Scrimshaw is dead over there. Fuck it.
All right, Aaron. Is that your turn then, Roxanne?
Yeah, I can't really do anything.
All right. Aaron is going to use all 5 of his legendary actions to cast, well, to do his ability, Poisoned Path. So all of you, when you end your turn, hang on. Let me just put a thing on just so I remember. Right, so whenever anyone ends a turn, a square around them turns into acid, and if you step on the square, you take damage. All right, Gideon.
Can I just clarify if that works within the anti-magic zone?
You'll have to wait and see.
Well,
Gideon's technically not touching the ground.
Alright, well I'm concentrating, and I do think this is a good, because if the second I move away, Roxanne's going to start killing us again, and I don't think that's a good choice. And I feel like Aaron's kind of close to dying, and I don't think it's a bad thing to have a refuge from magic. So I think I'm just gonna stay on top, and I don't think I have like attack I can do,
You could. Actually, don't worry.
because I
Hit him
can't
with
use my
the staff.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
that's what I was gonna
it's
say.
like it's like Monkey King's like extender staff, because it's like 20 feet. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like probably just dodge, right?
Fine, dodge option.
Unless
And,
there's something else more creative.
I'm gonna stay on Roxanne's shoulders because it's quite amusing. I feel so useless, but you
I'm
can
like
go
Nunu.
first. Fuck's sake. Actually, not a bad use of me, so I'm gonna stay as it is, Mike.
Okay. So you watch your anti-magic field, because this is something that the actual is transforming the ground itself. It's not actually a spell or form of magic. It's like, but the actual path itself won't do damage to you until you move out. So I'm just gonna put that. All right, Scrimshaw.
Okay. I am going to realize that my previous plan of flying over and revivifying Chinook is not going to work anymore. So I am instead just going to throw up Spirit Shroud with my bonus action and just start laying into him.
Okay.
Okay, and he's not undead. Is that or a fiend, so that's not going to work. 30 to hit.
30 hits.
It's 25 points of damage.
Okay.
Second attack. 27 to hit.
Okay.
For another 26 damage.
All right, he's going to use his reaction to shadow block on that
Okay.
second one.
And that'll be it for me.
Okay, that's his reaction done. All right, Mona.
Wait, isn't there a green goo sludge pile?
Oh yeah, so there's going to be a goo here. All right, Mona.
I'm gonna move here and I'm gonna start whacking.
Okay.
Whack, 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 whack.
26. That
That hits.
thing. 21 doesn't hit, does it?
21 misses, no. Yeah.
24. And last attack. 23.
Okay.
That's a good roll. We've got 10.
Nice. Okay, is that your turn?
Then I'm gonna move back. Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
god damn. Oh, that's...
Right, Aaron's turn. Aaron is going to run over. Oh no, Aaron is going to stick to the plan that she originally was going to do, and Dimension Door with Illyriel over to Chinook.
Thank you!
Let me just take that off the spells. Dimension Door, down. Unfortunately, Chinook, you're going to have to spend another round dead. Because now it's Illyriel's turn.
Like, she didn't bother, like, fucking holding an action to revive me or anything. Fucking Christ.
She used mass cure wounds last round. So she's been
head about me. Fucking Fucking clerics.
What? Just so you can have an extra turn, bruh. So, right, Revivify on you. Diamond down. You are on 1 hit point, Chinook.
Cool. Take my X off.
Ready to put one of those poison splodges on Chinook.
You fucking dare. You fucking dare.
Yeah, it's just a random untaken place, basically. Right. So Aaron is going to. Now that he's got all his things back. He is going to. Oh, what's he gonna do? He's gonna disintegrate Chinook.
Oh my fucking god.
Uh,
Counter spell.
Alright, so you throw a counter spell, he throws out
Could
a
you do
counterspell.
something to
what
really
what
upset
level counterspell is he doing?
At level 4.
I'm going to throw out a level 5 counterspell.
Okay. Alright, so that's cancelled. Because you're not going to be able to... Yeah, you're not going to miss on the counterspell. So, Aaron says, fine. I guess we'll have to do my next plan. And then he's going to just wheel around here. And get his 5 legendary actions back. Alright, Roxanne. Oh, actually, sorry, hang on. Alright, Roxanne.
Oh, it affects him as well.
Haven't he moved? Okay, I guess I have to keep Gideon on my back, so we just move here. And then...
You can dash as well.
Oh yeah, I could dash. Oh yeah, I'm gonna dash.
Am I on top of rocks just for the poison? It'd probably be quite useful to know. Am I on top of Roxon or am I on a square next to Roxon?
I'm going to put you on the square next to Roxanne.
Can I fly over the acid to this spot?
Can you go?
Not with
Not with Gideon.
yeah, not with the anti-magic field.
Not with the anti-magic
yes.
field.
Oh yeah. Oh no, I can't. Can I? Is this a space I can occupy?
No, he is taking out that space.
I can get to that without going in the acid, right?
Yeah.
Go to here. Come, Gideon.
Right,
Okay.
I'll put that there.
That'll be my turn.
Okay, I guess we're committed.
We're going nowhere now. you can,
He's like-
you can get off now if you want.
He's like, stop with this! Stop with this magic, anti-magic. I'm a wizard.
He's like, it'll be like more enveloped now. Gideon's back.
Just fucking lob him at the ledge and he's just holding on like, you ain't going nowhere.
He's going to use 3 legendary actions. To put a darkness here. Yeah, good luck walking across that bridge in the dark now.
Scary.
All right. Right, Gideon, it's your turn.
Can Scrimshaw move to the space just south of him?
No. Aaron takes up.
And
that space.
what about the one to the above him? I know it's like just
Just
over half.
Imagine Aaron's a square, basically.
Okay, fine. And I'm assuming Gideon can't walk to this square here.
Oh no, I'll allow you to. You
So that I
you
can-
can walk past it, but you can't end your turn on that square.
Okay, fine, right. Okay, Gideon's gonna go jump off his back to... Oh, shit. This is not ideal. Sorry, I'm being real snapper here. There is no square I can go to, which means that you won't be... Oh, I'm just gonna have to stay here. What about this square here? Is this an illegal square?
I'll allow it.
Gideon's gonna move to this square here. And is gonna hold the spell up for one last time. He's gonna go, Roxanne, this is your last chance, man. Swear to God, if your fat ass can't get us some damage here, I'm out.
I'm trying.
Just FYI, remember that your guys' weapons no longer have the bonuses and stuff on them.
Yeah.
If you're in that magic thing.
Yep, I know, annoyingly, sorry.
All right, Scrimshaw.
Okay, so can I jump over the acid square?
Yeah, if you make a athletics or acrobatics check.
What did I get from the athlete feat? Can make a running long jump or running high jump after only moving 5 feet. So
you should go
I
back and take a running jump.
So if I move to here, then that's 5 feet. So then I would be able to jump across here because I have 13 strength. So I should be able to jump up to 13 feet.
Jump across where?
Across to here.
Oh, across to there. I see.
Because that's only 10 feet.
Okay.
Or 5, 10, depending. Usually depends on whether you're on a battle map or not. So then, out of the anti-magic field, I'm going to throw up Hexblade's Curse on him.
Okay.
And I am going to begin to lay into him again. Blam! 24 to hit.
24 hits.
Okay, that is 36 points of damage.
Okay.
Second attack, ooh, 19.
19.
I've still got my lucky point. I'll use a lucky point.
Okay.
I've still got all 3. 31. That's another 38 points.
Okay. So he looming over you, the acid beginning to spill out all over where every footstep you take, your steps begin to bubble into acid around you. You notice that you're sort of beginning to trap yourself around here, and you throw up a hex on Aaron. And as you go to stab him, he sort of shifts slightly, and you sort of catch him off guard, and your blade sinks further into his protective shell than you thought. And you watch as there's this sort of silence, like there's echoing of like a gasp of Aaron looking down. You watch as like sort of shadow begins to pool out of his chest and begins to fall onto the ground, like blood pouring from a waterfall. He sort of like looks all around him, and you watch as his hands begin to sort of go from the sort of clawed, lanky appendages as before. He says, "No, it's. I have to hold on." How would you like to kill Aaron?
Can I grab him by one hand and just say, you wanted to die of old age next to Yara. You got half of it, and then slash his head off.
Okay, so as you flick, time seems to slow down as you watch as his head begins to roll off his neck, and his body slinks onto the ground and then falls off into the depths below. You see as his body sort of like imparts through the clouds begin to morph and sort of like there's a sort of rolling effect of them, almost like there's a thunderstorm below you. There seems to be all these bits of acid begin to disappear, and then that begins to disappear. There's a sheer silence which overcomes this room. Morna, the first thing you obviously think of is obviously where's the trespasser.
Yeah.
You can't feel her presence.
Oh no. Can I check the tomb in the middle?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything in there?
So going over to it, I think the lid has already been half pushed off, but sort of finishing it off. Looking in there, there's just this sort of like thin, almost black layer of shadow, just sort of like a cloud, sort of at the bottom of this coffin. The shadow seems to be like sort of bleeding off a small diamond-shaped sort of gem, like maybe a kite shape, ancient, and has sort of been chipped away thousands of years ago. it seems to have sat there for all this time. This sort of shadow bleeding off it, and sort of, do you want to reach down and grab it?
Yeah.
As you pick it up in your hand, you begin to feel the sort of cool effect. It's almost like dry ice, like the sort of effects it has, but with like completely pitch black shadow that just sort of like seeps off your hand. As you hold this gem in your hand and look down at it, everyone sort of like gasping and sort of gaining their breath after the fight. It begins to sink into your hand, like the gem itself begins to and just like it goes right into the center of your hand, and then the shadows stop.
Well,
Gonna go
Did I
over
just
to
absorb
Orna.
it?
We need to get out of here, I think.
I was just about to raise this one very important point. We need to get the fuck out.
Wait, but where's the trespasser?
Dead. Let's go.
What was that thing you just...
I don't know. I just absorbed a gem into my hands.
Was that her?
Am I her now?
Are you the trespasser?
Guys, we can think about this later.
Yeah.
Come on.
Can
Is
I-
this like realm
Can
falling
I
apart?
can I just use
So
divine?
you-
Can I use divine sense?
Yeah, you begin to feel a shaking all around you, just like as the cavern itself and the sort of temple it's built under is shaking, and like bits of rocks begin falling from the ceiling and then just like falling into the infinite cloud below.
Okay.
What divine sense? What does divine sense show you?
Presence of strong evil, a celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover.
No. You see, using it, you see there's this very strong radiant energy coming from Morna's hand.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Alright, what's-
uh,
You'll
this
begin
gonna
to
take?
run. Well, the gate is currently open still.
yeah, I'll throw the carpet over to Chinook.
I
Okay.
I imagine it's like blood is pooling out of my mouth still.
It's like probably should
Alright,
have.
so you all jump out of the temple, out of the gates. You're running out. You see the temple below you collapsing and just turning into shadow and just sort of unprocessed energy, magical energy. As you run out, Aidmir and Taman are there.
I run up and give Aidmir a big hug.
You did it.
Yeah, we sort of did it.
What,
I don't think. I stop and then I turn to Taman and say, I don't think we managed to rescue her.
what happened?
Well, the world was sort of morphing and changing into what Aaron wanted us to see, and he was using her power to get to do it, to create this fantasy. And I don't know, as soon as he died, I didn't feel her power anymore. I think maybe she died with her. But there was this gem there was this tomb in the center of the temple, and it had a gem in it, a diamond, and I picked it up and it got absorbed into my hands.
Come here. Show me. Taman says as she takes your hand and looks at it.
I show her.
She sort of like turns your hand over to look at the back of your hand, and she begins to just sort of like she prods it like with a knife and just draws a bit of blood. And you see the blood coming out of your hand is like pure black, and it seems to be seeping a bit of shadow.
Ooh.
Jesus, Mona.
This is
Not enough.
I mean, Titus. Sorry.
I've heard of this. Tatman says. This is the mark of the ancient prophets.
What does it mean?
When our order was created in Cyril Danath, they were led by the original prophets, the original Reniers. It is said that they had a mark like this, proving that they had been chosen by the Trespasser. I think once this is all done, Mona, once the planet born dead and everything here is laid to rest. I think it's time for the Grace of the Crow to return to Cyril Danath. Maybe we'll get more answers there.
I agree.
Aidmir says, wait, Cyril Danath? Isn't that an Eshmelin?
Yeah, you can come if you like.
To Eshmelin?
You don't have,
I have a clan to run.
you don't have to stay the whole time. Just come to visit.
Long distance relationships.
It takes 3 months to get to Eshmelin by boat.
Like, this is something that I have to do.
Aidmir sort of like just says, shakes her head a bit and just sort of like stands up straight, like pretends to make it look like the thought of that doesn't hurt her feelings, and she says, "Well, you're all back, and you survived."
Well, technically I died, and then I got
Again.
better. Look, Roxanne, shut up. If
Wait.
you died more, then you would be a lot more sympathetic, alright? I have died so many times, and it is traumatizing. Every single one. It will haunt my dreams forever. So why don't you just shut the fuck up?
You remember dying?
I remember the act of dying.
Oh. Yeah, that looked painful.
No, Roxanne, dying is actually very nice and pleasant if everyone wants to do it.
I
Did
mean,
it
when
hurt
I
when you-
died, it didn't hurt. It just sort of felt like going to sleep.
Guys, please, come on.
Did it hurt when he power word killed you?
Yes, it fucking hurt.
Oh.
No.
I would just assume that wouldn't hurt.
Yeah,
It's like
You're
he used euthanasia.
Yeah, I thought it was just like I thought it was just like an off switch for life.
Like, you know, in the process of dying, and I'm very aware of the process of dying now. Things tend to happen one at a time, but no, this was just dead.
Is Scrimshaw with the group, or is he kind of to one side?
With the group.
Okay. Gideon just kind of comes up to him and puts a hand on his shoulder. I guess he wouldn't have to reach up high anymore. I'm sorry that, like, while they're all kind of talking, and just kind of says quietly to Scrimshaw, "I'm sorry, Scrimshaw. I imagine that was tough."
Thanks. I know we need to do it. I know that, he's beyond. It seems like beyond any kind of redemption. But there's still a little part of me that really hoped he would be. That, maybe there was some good explanation and we could sort it out, and a little part of me still wanted his approval, but
You see at
Not
your
anymore.
feet the elder box on the floor. It seems to be empty. Seems to be just permanently open.
another one of these.
You don't have to take that. We could just destroy it. Bury
I'm
it.
not sure it's. I can. We can do what we do with the rest. I can shove it into Demi-Plane and never touch it again. I mean, who knows? Maybe we'll need it against Planet-Born Dead.
Can I just do a quick Arcana check on it?
Yeah, go on.
24.
It seems like you might be able to fix it up. You're not quite sure how it works, but it is a working elder box that Aeron himself had seemingly constructed. He must have constructed a couple of elder boxes in the past and done that. So you would definitely be able to try and learn to maybe reuse it. Depends what sort of. It depends how like yeah, how much it clicks with you. It might be able to do. You might be able to do that, or it might take longer.
Are the rest of us privy to that, like seeing that the other box is there, or is it just?
Yeah. No, you just glance over and you see Scrimshaw and Gideon sort of looking at it.
No. No, 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 no. No. Bad. No. Down. No. No.
Yeah, it could be useful.
People keep saying that, and then it winds up in the hands of monsters who use it for their own ends. And quite frankly, the world would be a lot better if they never fucking existed.
Is Shai a monster?
Ooh.
I'm not saying that everyone who uses them are monsters. I'm just saying that when they carry on existing, there's a lot more of a chance that they will wind up in the hands of one.
All right, well,
They be destroyed.
well, Shonik, how about we ask everyone and then we can vote on it? That sounds fairly fair. I mean, we all have a stake in this. We've all done pretty hot, crazy things over the last few years. I think we all have an equal say in how we do this.
This group doesn't have a great track record of keeping these out of bad hands. I will say that.
I
Okay.
think it should go in the demi-plane.
And what Scrimshaw does?
When in doubt, demi-plane.
Well, hold on.
If I die, the demiplanes continue to exist. They're just lost to time.
Maybe that's where it belongs.
Illyriel, Aaron, Carmen, Aidmir.
Erin stands up and she opens her mouth to say something. But you will find out after the break. What she says.
Uh-huh.
Let's have a break, shall we?
All right.
After the break.
See you.
So come back in 15 minutes.
See you after the scheduled advertisement break. Russian fans.
Yeah.
Brought to you by
TNT
Raid Shadow.
All right, so just before the break, and a couple of sessions before, you had been fighting Aaron Shander, defeating him for the final time in this campaign.
Oh, in this campaign.
Yeah.
Well, in this campaign, yeah,
So
maybe.
accidental Freudian spoiler.
No, it's always a potential. But yeah, having defeated his clan and the Magisters that were allied with him, they seemingly all have also died along with him, including Killian Black, the source of Gideon's original spell book. Yeah, what's the plan now then? Now that you've sort of gathered your breath, the reality of what's just occurred to you, now having well, it's starting to settle in as fact. Erin says, "Oh, I did say that we weren't going to do any more adventures with you again, and here we are."
Yeah. Yeah, that didn't last long.
Let's think about this box.
Yes. So.
Hey, well, Illyria was about to say, or Aaron was about to say something.
Oh yeah.
Was they?
Yeah.
you were
So we
like-
were going through to vote on what we should do with the Elder Box,
Oh, I see.
and he asked everyone, and then Aaron was about to say what she thought.
Oh yeah, Erin says, well, if we can reverse engineer that box, it might come in handy. Having a spare elder box, we don't know what we might need to use against the Planet-born Dead, which we need to think about really about what we're going to do with that.
Respectfully, as much as I can understand wanting more and more weapons against the Planet-born Dead, we have a tendency to want to reverse engineer all of these horrible artifacts that do horrible things to horrible people. I mean, to wonderful people, and then it blows up in our faces, like with the book. Like,
And
we have
I appreciate this, but I think we've all heard you say this for about the last 2 minutes.
like, and yet no one seems to listen to it. Like, I keep bringing this up, and then it keeps happening.
I appreciate that, but I think we're all entitled to our own opinions here, right? Trust me, I totally understand what you're saying. It's absolutely true that that's happened. But let's hear out Illyrio, Tammin, and Aidmib first, yeah?
Aidmir says, well, I don't know anything about these things. But we just about managed to hold it open for that long, so you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, thanks for that.
I think we need to keep our options open. Yeah, we don't know. We don't really know what we're going to be facing. Yeah, we know that a planet's coming. It's up there somewhere. I think it's visible now, right? But
Yeah.
I'm happy
We-
using these.
yeah, we have
So
no
long
idea
as
what we
we're-
face.
I'm happy using these, so long as we're 100% certain they'll either be destroyed or sealed away afterwards.
Oh, I have no qualms with sealing it away after we're done. I
just
don't
don't
know about the rest of
think
you, but I have no intention of trying to use whatever. Yeah, if we do manage to seal something away, I have no intention of using it to gain power.
These need to be gone from the world. Even if it means we use them to destroy the planet, they need to go.
Are we all in agreement that we use the Elder Box as best as we can? Once it's finished, we'll put it somewhere.
Agreed.
How about this even? We after we destroy the Planet-born Dead, and let's say the Planet-born Dead needs to go in. We need to. There's some source on there. There's something on there we need to capture in this thing. When all is said and done, we put it in the demi-plane, and each one of us leaves our own mark in the plane, so that without all of us agreeing, we cannot retrieve it.
Agreed.
Agreed.
Okay.
Agreed, Erin says, and Illyrio stands up and says, yes, a demi-plane might be the best solution.
I think we should also hide every single one we find in the demiplane until we're sure we can use it, rather than keeping it out in the open, where renegade wizards might steal it, like Shander.
Yeah. If that's in which case, shall I just chuck it in there for safekeeping now?
I'd say so.
Okay, no objections.
Although, wait, hold on. Sorry, we're talking about the outer box here, right?
Yeah.
Maybe I should try and understand it a bit better.
Fuck no.
Hmm. I don't know. We don't know how much time we've. Well, Aaron, do you have any idea how much time we've got?
I'd have to go back to the tower to do some checks. As far as I could tell, the last time I checked, we maybe had 40 or 50 days.
How long ago was that?
About a week ago, probably.
Okay, so in theory, we could afford to lose a day.
Perhaps, but there is going to be a chance that it will start to affect us before it gets here.
That's true.
I'm not sure when that will happen. We couldn't work out the details well enough when Epic was here, and he had the ability to calculate these things much more efficiently than I did.
Right. Well, I don't mind losing a day to it while everyone else does things back wherever we're going to be or on the way.
Didn't you say,
We need-
Aaron says, didn't you say that you might talk to the prophet of all
Yeah.
things?
Yeah, I was about to say that. He might, yeah, they might know. They might know
We should head there tomorrow.
something. Are you sure?
I think-
I'm good to go.
I don't have any teleportation magic left.
I do.
I do.
Okay. I was just wondering because we tend to rely on me for teleportation. So
Just
We
while
have
you're
the
all,
we have the circle
getting-
down there. I can get us in.
once you're all just getting ready to go, I'm just going to be 1 minute. Sorry. Gideon. Did we do the? Yeah. Okay. So we did the fight. Okay. So can Gideon like jump out of the room and look for Killian Black's body?
That's in this room.
Oh, I thought we slept in here afterwards, so I assume we would have moved the bodies out.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay. Well, there's a pile of dead that you put. I assume you would have put Killian's body to the side.
Yeah. And can I do like an investigation check on him?
Yeah.
As a 19.
So looking through his body, you notice that he seems to not have like a huge amount of stuff on him. He has like quite a nice cloak that seems to be magical of some sort.
Well, I mean, Gideon bags it. And in his head, he thinks it'd be interesting to do a legend lore at some point on this. But other than that, he just bags it and puts underneath his shoulder and heads back in.
Yeah, and he's got 400 gold pieces in a purse as well, and
Sick.
he's got a spell book as well.
Okay.
It'll take you some time to go through the spell book to see if there's any spells in there you don't know.
The second of Killian Black's spellbooks. Gideon has stolen.
You have a collection now.
Oh, the other one's in the ocean.
Oh yeah. Okay. What's everyone else doing?
Just waiting.
I am going to lie down on the ground, coughing up blood. Just, getting the rest of the organ atrophy that is just being cured out of the
Sure.
way.
Should we take a short rest?
Yeah, I'm gonna put the
Yes.
put the elder box kind of just away for now.
Okay.
Yeah. Short rest and then to the prophet.
Sure.
Hope we don't not met with too much animosity from the drow.
Eliro goes over to you and touches you on the shoulder, Chinook. Get 20 hit points from a kill wound.
Woo!
There you go. That should hopefully help a little bit.
Well, I don't feel like my heart is melting in my chest, so thank you.
Aaron said, all those counter spells, and he still managed to get some dangerous spells off. Imagine what it would have been like without so many mages.
It makes me wonder how much better we would have done if he didn't fucking dispel mini me so quickly. I'm not mad. I'm not mad.
Is there anything
I'm
we
not
can, is there anything we can do to prevent that in future?
I don't fucking know. It creates a magical copy of me. Like if someone has a way to undo magic, then quite frankly, the only guard we have against that is counter spells.
Well, it's worth thinking about.
Unless we found like an amulet of, fuck no, this phase
I think
goes away with dispel magic.
I think at least if we can maybe make it look more like you, future, maybe make the have the clothes match, have it look not like, you know, a knockoff Chinook.
A Shannon.
Leave.
No. You're stuck with me now, forever.
Aaron. Okay. Yeah. So as you were sat down, so you're having a short rest at the moment, so you can get your stuff back.
Over the short rest. So he said during the fight that Tails half of the soul, I suppose, kind of came into, was absorbed by Scrimshaw. He's just gonna kind of sit down and maybe meditate and try and look inwards, I guess. Try and feel for any other presence inside him.
Okay. If you make a perception check, with advantage, as you've been trained in meditation through spending time with the Grace of the Crow.
16. Oh, and I'll give myself guidance as well.
Sit and
19.
Okay, cool. As you sit and you close your eyes, and begin to sort of gather your thoughts and collect them and watch as they come and go naturally, not fighting against them, just letting your mind clear on its own volition. You do feel a twinge. There's a twinge of like anger. There's a twinge of sadness. There's a twinge of betrayal, locked away somewhere within you. Whether that is from those memories that you have repressed, or whether it is from Tail, it's just hard to tell.
Is the rod still there?
Which rod?
I'm pretty sure we went into a rod to go into the evil temple place.
Yeah, so that was the Elder Box.
Oh, right, okay. I thought it was like this kind of rod thingy.
Yeah, so it's an Elder Box that Aeron had made, so it doesn't look the same as the Elder Boxes from the Age of Gods.
Right. When you said Elder Box, I just thought like Rubik's Cube kind of shape.
Yeah, no, it looks like a telescope.
Right.
That has sort of like normally it would be like sort of silver or gold and have writing all around the side of it, and then one end would flip off and it would like look like a telescope on one side, and then the other side would flip off and it would just have like an empty. Well, it depends if it is full or not. But yeah, you can sort of like absorb its power on one side and open it and close it on the other. Aeron's looks a bit more like a rod. It looks a bit more like the top of a staff with maybe a gem on it.
Gotcha. Right. Okay.
Held together by sort of various like arcane sigils and glyphs.
Chinook is gonna find Gideon.
Okay.
Hey, buddy.
You alright? You looking?
No. Oh, I almost died.
You still pretty much look like death. You should go talk to Illyriel.
I think I want to talk to you first.
Fine. Gideon puts down Killian's book. What's up?
That can't. I don't know much about your history. You didn't like that guy, right?
I mean, I can't say I knew him very much. Our first meeting was coincidence. Years ago, I was young and horribly naive. Still am, but particularly. And he, at the time, I thought he accidentally left a spell book, and I was a kid. I didn't have much. I took the book. Little did I know he left it there for me on purpose because, and I still don't quite understand what it is, but there's something about my bloodline. And I was hoping, I don't know, this book might have an idea about what that means.
Maybe he had hoped you'd wind up more like him. Like, it wouldn't make sense if he left the book thinking that you might wind up trying to destroy him.
I think that's half wrong. To be honest, I think the only thing that makes me different to him is you guys. I think I would have quite easily fallen off the deep end of some pretty god-awful magics. Hell, I could have even become someone like Shander.
Well, me to a lot lesser extent than these guys. These guys are a lot better at that than I am, and they've known you for longer. That said, how much of that do you think's gone away?
What? Gideon gets quite agitated.
I'm not saying that you're a bad guy. Quite the opposite. I don't think a lot of people are bad guys. People do shit a lot of the time. Sometimes they think it's for the greater good. How much of that went away with that? And I point at the arm.
Which arm?
The big old
gauntlet. Okay. All right. Gideon kind of like hides his other hand. I should say that slightly. How about this? Well, the chronomantic loop that's installed into the gauntlet should stabilize and reduce any chances of the fell corruption going much higher.
Not what I meant, and you know it's not what I meant.
I don't know what you mean.
You went there for a reason.
Sorry.
Your arm fucked up for a reason.
Well, that I've told you this, haven't I?
Yes.
I mean, I go figure. I wanted power. I wanted to be able to protect the people I loved. I still do, and I thought that necromancy was the way to go. That was the most powerful option. So I went to find a book written by Neruzatar. It promised secrets that would allow me to stop people I care about dying. That's all my life ever has been. It feels like. But the book was cursed, and I went too far off the edge.
What I mean is, there's a chance in everybody. There's a chance in me. There's a chance in Scrimshaw. There's a chance in Morna, Roxon. I mean, hell, I don't even know if the spell fucking threw Roxon off the deep end, or if he just thought he just liked the idea of being God of Strength, man. Urgh, I say, and I try to flex with my wimpy ass muscles.
Gideon's eyes widen, but he does not show any sign of humor.
There's a chance that Spark for everyone was going batshit fucking crazy and doing bad shit.
Yeah, I know.
You're a good person, Gideon. And the more we come across these artifacts, the more I'm worried shit will happen to you like it happened to Shander, like everyone else we've taken these from.
Maybe, but the way I see it is that you don't have much of a choice but to trust me right now.
There's always a choice.
I don't disagree with you there, and I hope and I don't want to fall off the edge. I feel pretty strongly that I've learned a few lessons over the years. But in the event I do, I'm sure you'll know.
Just, I don't want to have to fight you two.
Me too. He's kind of looking down at his feet there at that point. Slightly.
Right, I've got more blood to cough up. I will see you later.
Sure.
All right. Anything else anyone wants to do during the break? During the short rest?
I can't open up my chat log for some reason. Like, even the extra window thingy isn't showing up, so I can't actually see how much health I'm gaining back.
Oh, amazing. Okay. Well, if we need to work out how much health you have, we can do that. But I'm not sure we'll probably need it now for a while.
Okay.
Can Gideon get Illyrial?
Yeah. She's just sort of sat on the side, just sort of looking down at her holy relic, which, as you walk over, you notice it has a big crack in it.
Oh man, that's
Sort of like a gold, sort of represents a sort of what's the word? I think the word is a caduceus. Is that right? Which is like the staff with the snake around it.
Yeah, that's what it is, yeah.
It's like that, but it's got
the rod of Asclepius.
yeah. So
Yeah.
it's like that, but it's got two wings, like sort of coming out of it, and it's got this big like gem at the top, and it's this sort of white light gem that is cracked in the middle, and then there's just sort of like it's kind of flickering on and off, just sort of like oh dear.
Can you get that fixed?
I'll have to go a long way
Where to?
to my homeland.
Which is?
Adden,
All right.
the land of the elves.
Oh, of course. I've read about that place in a few books, but can't say many people really go there much.
No, that's the issue. As an elf, once you leave, you're not considered full-blooded anymore.
Well, you're full-blooded to me.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know that.
Sort of looks up and sort of like wryly, like sarcastically smiles.
Look, I that was a veiled attempt. Can you hold me with something for a sec? It's one of the bodies outside.
She gets up. Says, which one?
So we leave, yeah?
Yeah.
Where we leave. It's not actually a body. And Gideon, promise not to tell anyone, please. Gideon shows Illyrio his other hand, the fingers, and you see this kind of blackened, fingers effectively. And Gideon says, "It happened when I touched the book," and points back to where the book of Old Darkness was.
She sort of pulls up her sleeve, her long white silk sleeve, and shows you that her hand does the same thing. Yeah, I know. I tried to get rid of it as well.
Well, this is certainly not the best club in the world to be. Do you know what it means?
We will have to take notes and just see if it spreads. If we have to lose our hands, I can grow them back.
Why don't we just do that?
Well, there's always a chance that whilst the infection is still there, it might spread. If I were to regrow a new, but if you want to chop your hand off, go ahead.
Sorry, only in D&D. Sure. I mean, I've died countless times already. I mean, how bad can one hand be? Is it best to get someone to do this, or I don't. Do you have the means to do it? I'm not sure I can bring myself to chop my own hand off.
I'm just trying to see if I have the spell today.
What to regrow?
I was like, oh, I chopped my hand off. Oh, I don't have it repaired yet.
Yeah. Also, what is the actual spell called?
I think you're looking for regenerate.
Yeah, I was looking for that. It wasn't showing.
I think it might be a druid spell.
Or it might be like greater.
No,
would
bard
regeneration
cleric
be?
druid,
Yeah, it is a cleric.
7th level.
7th level VSM. Oh, that's gonna be annoying. She says, "Well, I can do it on you. But if I chop my hand off, I'm not sure I'll be able to do it on myself."
You only need one hand.
Well,
It's
can we?
somatic and material.
You can actually do the same. You can do somatic components with the same hand that does the material components,
Okay.
which has some weird implications with things that only have somatic components. But
Oh, all
That's a
these
rant.
times I've played
that's a
D&D,
rant for another day.
I think that was like how it used to be. It used to take a hand for one thing and a hand for another. But I see why that would be annoying. Okay, she says, actually, my spirit guides have told me that I can do it.
Yeah, it's
Nice.
a weird
And-
implication for things that where it can be easier if it has a material component.
And your I assume it's what focuses your power. That's going to be okay as well, is it?
My what? Sorry.
That, and he points at the kind of roller scoopiest.
Oh right. She says, it will have to do for now.
Fine. Are you okay chopping my hand off, or is that a bad idea? Do you not have the means or the stomach for it?
Maybe Roxon will do it better.
Fine. Can Gideon do sending on Roxon? And says, "Hey, buddy, can you help me out here? If anyone asks,
What?
you're
fuck
moving.
was it?
We're moving bodies. Just you, please."
Okay. Okay, voice in my head. I'll just walk over, I guess.
You see,
So where's the bodies?
He I'm gonna grab his arm, like pull him to one side, or try
Oh.
to.
I'll just walk. I'll pretend you push me.
Just imagine
Oh,
Gideon's
you're
just like
strong, Gideon.
trying to pull Roxon, and Roxon
Yeah.
doesn't even notice, and he looks down. And he's like, "Oh yeah, okay."
Oh, so, yes.
Keep your voice down.
Sorry.
Can you keep a secret?
Yeah.
Can you keep a secret?
Yes.
Okay. Gideon shows Roxon his left hand.
Ooh.
I don't want to.
That's,
I don't want to worry everyone. So
What-
just
what
keep
happened?
it down. The book on the ground.
Yeah.
Well, I touched it, and this happened.
Ooh.
And we're not quite sure what it is, but we're hoping we chop my hand off. It might stop it. Might not, but worth a try, I suppose.
Wait, don't chop his hand off yet. And Lilira says,
He just has his axe above his head. Like, what?
I just realized I'm spent. I can't even do it today, even if I wanted to.
Oh.
Fine. Okay. Tomorrow?
Yeah. So, first thing.
Okay, Roxanne. Tomorrow morning, can you chop my hand off?
Okay.
It's not even the right hand. He just cuts off the other.
Yeah, the gauntlet. It's not the one with the gauntlet, right? Just
Okay, I assume you want the manky hand chopped off.
Yes, please.
Will you be able to use magic to get the hand back?
Just cocks his head to Illyrio. She can do it.
Yes.
No, that's all right then. Yeah, sure, I'll chop your hand off.
You don't have to say so much excitement.
Hey, I'm helping out a friend.
Yeah, you
Give
are.
me a hand.
Yeah, you are, buddy. All right, fine. We threw Killian Black's body off. Can you just throw his points at Killian Black? That one there with the spiky hair, and he's not wearing a coat anymore. He's just kind of wearing his breeches and. Sure.
Oh, what did you,
just
did
throw
you
him.
strip this man?
I took his jacket.
Oh, okay. Well, where do you want me to throw it?
Throw his body, I don't know, anywhere.
It just throws over his head.
No, you
Gideon, Lyrio says, did you want to ask any questions to Killian for some closure?
You
have
could have said that 10
spell.
seconds ago, but that would be useful, yeah.
5 questions you have.
I'll put the body back again. He throws it back over his head.
Splats on the ground. Just like a bunch of just like mess just like comes out of his mouth.
Can you just give me a couple minutes to figure out what I want to say, if that's all right? And he just starts pacing and jotting some things down.
Of course. Come find me when you're ready.
Yeah.
Alright. Illyrio goes back inside and sits back down. The short rest has come to an end now. Feel more rested and rejuvenated.
I forgot to do my.
Whilst you were sort of resting, a couple of Goliaths came in and went over and spoke to Aidmir, and then Aidmir says, "Mona, I'm sorry, I have to deal with this.
Okay.
I'll be back." And she gets up and leaves.
Right, so
I
we're
forgot to do
teleporting now, right?
What's that?
So we're teleporting now, right?
Yeah, I mean, what do you want? Yeah, if you want to.
Sorry, I forgot to do my hit. Can I just do it while we're talking?
Yeah, that's fine.
Just to clarify, she can do the questions and you don't have to be there, right? Like, we don't have to be with the corpse.
No, it's speak with dead, so the corpse has to be there.
Okay. So we'll probably do it before we leave. Okay, fine.
The corpse must still have a mouth, yes, and can't be undead. Yeah.
Okay, I got 3, so...
And yeah, it's also under no compulsion to offer a truthful answer if you're hostile to it or it recognizes you as an enemy. But you can still do insight checks and stuff.
Okay.
Right, well, Erin gets up and says, "Right, well, I think we should talk about what we're going to do now."
Well,
So we can stop it, right?
yeah, when everyone's ready.
Wait, we're all going to go?
Oh, no, you don't need to come. I think we can do this ourselves. Thank you for your help, though. I'm not sure we would have been able to do it without the 2 of you. Well, the 4 of you, I suppose.
Elira says, "You definitely wouldn't have been able to do it without my help."
Yeah, that yeah, I wish I could do that mass heal thing.
Well,
I wish I
you
could.
know where I am if you want to respec.
It's the class trainer.
Yeah,
So God, there's so many respec points. It's going to cost so much.
yeah, another campaign's worth. Can you imagine if the next campaign is just Scrimshaw playing a level 1 cleric?
No,
Just another campaign as a cleric.
It's like, yeah, guys, I respect, but like, they didn't tell
Russell
me.
Burke's
They didn't
big.
tell me that when you respec, you go back to level 1. I thought it was like a whole exchange thing.
It's a prestige.
Yeah, made a deal with like some devil, and he just took all my levels. Turns out, not a good deal.
No, he's OB now. Right, okay, so... Yeah, what's the... have you thought of your 5 questions?
yeah, I've got them now, yep.
Alright, so Lero goes out and says, "Are you ready?"
Yeah, I think so, as he kind of dots the quill on the page, and alright then.
She kneels down and whispers into her broken relic. Says, "I'm not sure if this will work, but let's try." And she puts her hand over Killian's eyes and begins to murmur, and some sort of like radiant light begins to shine from her hands over his eyes. And then you watch as his eyes slowly open, almost like automatically, like he's some sort of machine. You see, even though he's been dead for about a day, I guess, his eyes are like pinprick, like glossy and glazed over, like the typical sign of a dead person. His skin is clammy and pale. His sort of once nicely done hair is now just like spattered with blood and gashes in his head where he was hit. And you watch as he takes a sort of a breath out as his lungs fill with air again. His eyes look around very slowly, and he sort of like glimpses eyes with you, Gideon. Eliro says, "It's okay. He's harmless. You can ask your questions now."
First of all, you need to know that you ruined my life. As he kind of flicks through his book. If it wasn't for you, my life would have been a hell of a lot simpler. Right. First question. Why did you leave the book for me all the way back in Bertia?
I wanted you.
What
I
did
needed you for the plan.
Gideon looks to Illyrio. Just kind of cocks an eye. Kind of is. I'm assuming I can ask my second question now. To Illyrio, not to.
Yeah.
That is not the question.
Whichever one's you.
He kind of looks all flustered. What was the plan?
He sort of like chuckles. It's like bits of blood and sort of spittle sort of dribble out his mouth. He begins to foam as his body sort of convulses there, as his head sort of like jarringly just turns to look up at you. Like you hear the bones in his neck creaking from the rigor mortis as he turns like. He says, "You were to be the next one." It was Aaron's plan.
He's answered one of my questions for that. Next what?
The next. The next chosen one.
God, this guy talks in riddles, doesn't he?
He needed someone with the blood of Neruzatar.
Gideon looks pretty shocked by that. You trying to say I'm related to that piece of shit? As he kind of paces around a bit. Fine. Who are my parents to you? What was the blood? How is Neruzatar related to this?
Again, he sort of chuckles. Was that question 4?
This is question for you.
Yeah. He says, Neruzatar. He works in the shadows. He made this possible. And you are more than just related. Your father, he knows the truth.
Last question. Why was the Arcanum interested in finding me if this whole time it was Aaron Shander and yourself? Are they involved? How far does that plot go?
I am the Arcanum. Aaron is my master. and Naruzitar. Ah, God.
Well, I hope you rot in
As he
hell.
says those last words, his eyes close once again. Eliriel says, oh, "This thing, it's not working." She like taps it. Blast! Where am I going to get another one of these?
It sounds like you're gonna have to go to Adener for that one.
That will be a challenge to find one. But these are very rare.
Sorry, I hope you didn't just waste the last of your energy on me for that.
It's okay. This is more than just a holy relic. It is a symbol of my people. A reminder of where I've come from.
I know this is probably incredibly corny and doesn't make you feel any better at all, but I think all the power and reverence for you, God, which I can obviously neither confirm nor deny, is whatever, but I think it's all supposed to be within you, right? Rather than anything external.
The energy lies around us that we can tap into.
But it's through your faith that you're able to wield it, right?
Yes. But also through our conviction and desire to make that energy used for the right things. If you have similar convictions and beliefs to Anciliara, you tap into Anciliara's energy.
See, well, thank you very much, and maybe let's keep the fact that apparently my blood is of pretty strange stock to the down low until I figure out what I want to do about it. If that's all right. Is Roxxon still there?
Yeah, he's just chilling.
Just stood there eating an ice cream, watching it. I was like,
I'm waiting for you to want me to cut your arm off. So.
He was just kinda
That's
getting
tomorrow, Roxxon.
things in.
No, I'm just waiting. I'm like a kid at Christmas.
Eliriel says to you, Gideon, it doesn't matter what your blood is. It matters what you do with the power you're given.
yeah, well, a lot of people have been, well, a couple of people have said that to me recently, and yeah. So let's go back.
Yeah. Alright, what's everyone doing back inside?
Just chilling.
Chilling. Taman says to you, Mona, if your hand starts to hurt or let me know.
Okay,
It's important.
I will.
Good. I'm glad to see you again. I didn't know whether you would come back out.
Yeah, me neither.
Out of curiosity, how long were we in there from your perspective?
Not long. It was the longest minute or so of my
Okay.
life.
No time dilation or anything like that then?
If it, Aidmir and I managed to hold it open, but it was a challenge. I do feel exhausted from it already. And looking around at this temple, the second temple in not long at all to fall for us, I can't help but feel that we're cursed. The trespasser doesn't want us here anymore. Doesn't need us here.
Can always rebuild.
Yes, returning to Cyril Danath, I think, is the answer. We can go to the original temple. Hopefully, if there is any remnant of the trespasser, she'll be there.
Yeah. Good idea.
That is for after the planet undead.
Yeah,
Alright.
I'll lend what help I can when all this is over. I've got a few forms I may be able to use.
Any help will be appreciated, I'm sure. But Cyril Danath it's a dangerous land.
I think if we can get through this, then we can handle ourselves in Cyril Danath.
I think so.
It'd be like a cakewalk compared to this.
I haven't been there in a long time. About 100 years. But alas. Right. Illyriel and Gideon and Roxanne walk back in. Erin gets up and walks over to Illyriel and says, How are you doing? And Illyriel says, I'm fine. My hex weave, something's wrong with it. And she says, we can fix it, we can try anything. It's okay. Illyriel says, well, I imagine that fighting a being as powerful as that would definitely put strain on it. Imagine if we didn't have it. Aaron says, well, we did. Right, well, we are going to go, I think, Aaron says.
Okay. Meet back up with you soon.
Yes, I have a spell scroll for a teleport, Aaron says.
At least
We're going to go back to the temple. Not to the temple, to the tower.
to tower. Yeah, I think I can get you there without using that if you want me to. I can still cast Teleportation Circle. Be a hell of a lot
Oh,
cheaper.
You know, right now, I just want to go. Aaron says, I just want to get into bed, even though my bed is ruined.
Okay, it's your money.
Yes.
We'll likely see you at the council meeting.
Oh, the council meeting. What
Yeah.
day is it? Oh, it's the first day of summer. We've missed
well,
it.
We missed it.
Happy summer change.
Wait, so did it go on without us?
I haven't heard anything.
I thought we were going to cancel it.
I did send out send out notice that we might not be able to meet, but depends who's chairing the meeting. If it's one of our allies, I'm sure we'll be fine.
Right.
I when I get back to the tower, I'll check it up. But
Please let us know what's decided.
it will be important for you all to know everything that you can from the Prophet of All Things before we have that final meeting. We don't want to have them think that we're not able to handle it and send another group of adventurers out.
Okay. Thank you for everything.
Thank you. We couldn't have done it without being a team. Erin takes out her spell scroll, begins reading off it, and you watch as Illyriel sort of puts away the relic, and they vanish. And you see the arcane blue magical energy begin to sprinkle to the ground, almost like glitter landing.
That's a woman with money to burn. All right. So, Thandir?
And yeah.
Thandir. Thandir.
That was good.
Alright.
The last time I was in Thandir would have been, Christ, that was the first time we've been there.
I'll start drawing the circle.
You broke the Thandir chain, Gideon. I can't fucking.
Thunder!
There we go.
Thandir.
All right, so you begin to create the teleportation circle.
Yep.
Thandir, I don't have the picture for it. Oh well, it's somewhere, but I can't find it right now. So yes, you all teleport away. I'll put you back on the region map for now. And you arrive in the middle of the bustling teleportation room, deep underground. You remember the big chiseled archways. It seems almost like a railway, like Grand Central Station or something, with a bunch of drow, orcs, goblins. There's like a little market built up as you all appear, and a whole bunch of drow and a whole bunch of drow guards turn and like sort of watch you. As you appear, you will notice that there's about 20 or 30 drow guards waiting. And they open up, and you watch as Musai, the drow priestess that had banished you from Thandir, pushes forward through the group. Clive 5.
Hey, it's you! How are you doing?
We've been expecting you.
Go figure. So you're either gonna capture us, or you know exactly why we're here. And I'm hoping the latter.
Let's go with that one. Come with me. And she turns around, and the crowd begins to part.
Can I, like, insight check it to, like, see how pissed off she is right now?
Yeah, go ahead. She seems to be smiling.
My laptop's taking forever to open up.
Okay.
You might need to click it for me. That's alright.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, there we are. It's working now.
You doing it?
It's loading. My laptop just went dark and things.
Oh, I got it. I did it for you.
Alright.
Natural one.
For an 11.
She seems to be smiling. She doesn't seem to be holding much resentment. As she walks through the crowd, you watch as all the denizens of Thandir, they're sort of like parting, and as you're walking through, they're sort of throwing like sort of under dark sort of flowers that are like they glow in the dark, and they sort of have a purplish hue to them, and they're just throwing like these flower petals down at your feet as you walk past. Musai is walking like swiftly, but gracefully, with her hands behind her back, her long white dress flowing behind her, and her dark grey skin sort of clashing against that.
Does it feel they hate us last time? I kind of whispered to Scrimshaw.
Yeah, what's this all about?
Are you asking Musai?
Yeah.
Your arrival was foretold by the prophet.
Is that when you banished us last time?
It is one of the reasons.
You banished us because you wanted us to return. Right. That makes a lot of sense.
I follow the will of the prophet.
Right.
Well, I mean, if it makes this whole thing go without much friction, then I'm prone to not question it that hard.
All throughout the time I have known you all, and those people I do not know very well, I have played a role. That role will soon become apparent as to why it was of import. I hope you understand.
I really don't yet.
Yeah, honestly, no, but that is what we're here for, I guess. So hopefully we will shortly.
Hopefully we will understand, but we don't understand yet.
Okay, she takes you through the entrance to the teleportation area, and begins taking you down the winding streets of Thandir, the ancient sort of black angular jutted houses that row the main street. You see the sort of semi-destroyed, partially rebuilt Black Spire in the distance. Memories flooding back of all that time ago. Continuing to follow the Drow priestess, she says, I hope you understand. that what you are about to learn may be distressing.
We're accustomed to distressing news.
I understand. She takes you to the sort of temple that you have been to before, and sort of goes to one of the statues and sort of like pulls a secret lever on one of the statues, and a sort of tunnel opens. This is a much more direct route to the prophet.
Insight check.
Go ahead. If you have any questions, feel free to ask.
17.
She seems to be telling the truth.
Your prophet's not going to kill us and say it's for the greater good when we get down there, is she? Or they?
Musai laughs and says, "Didn't expect that. Of all things, didn't expect that question.
You mean your prophet didn't foretell it? Shocker.
Not to me.
Oh, well, hold on. What a strange response that was. Am I just the only one who thought that?
No. But you are free to stay behind.
Well, I'm hardly going to leave the rest of them on their own, am I? They'd all die in an instant.
Well, then you must go.
Alright, guys. Well, if we all get killed because the prophet thinks that the world should be blown up, then don't blame me.
Oh yeah, when we're all dying, we'll be thinking, oh, that fucker Gideon. This is all his fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down for that blame game.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay, so she takes you down the tunnel, and you're once again traversing down a sort of. It seems like a bit of a crypt. There's like ancient statues of drow warriors stood guard. There's also a number of like trees that have been carved into the stonework. They seem to be like large branching trees with branches that go into sort of like all across the walls and stuff. They all seem to be connected with each other. Musai says, "This is the tree, the tree of life. The branches all intersect, and our destinies all interweave with each other." As she sort of like runs her hand along it, she says, "It's much more beautiful in person." She rounds the corner, and once again you are back in that large cavern that has the big pool of glistening, shimmering water. There seems to be like a sort of like fluorescent glow of sort of maybe like bacteria that just rests on the surface of the water. But this is where you remember seeing the prophet before. She says, "If you'd like to approach the water."
Approach.
Cool. Yeah, approach.
Is the water? Is it like a sudden drop off, or is it like a gradual slope?
What do you mean?
Like, is it like you know, like a swimming pool? It's just like an edge that goes down. Whereas
Oh,
like
I see.
on a
Right.
beach, you would just walk slowly in.
It's quite hard to see from where you are. You could stick your foot in and see.
Okay.
As you dip your foot into the water, your foot just passes straight through it. It seems to be fake water.
Oh, joy.
Can I
The
see
the
that
water,
as well?
so that as you're looking at it, it does look like water from your vision, but also now that you know it's not water, it seems to have like the effect has dissipated. Now you can see further down. Yeah, so the water, the way the sort of illusionary waves rumbling, with the voice of the prophet, you hear, "Adventurers, welcome back." You see the water, the standing waves sort of jumping up and down as the voice booms through the cavern. The prophet says, "Please enter the pool."
Enter the pool.
Sure,
Fine.
I
Yeah.
jumped
If it's-
in.
Yeah, so walking in, you notice that you don't get wet. As the water level goes up, as you stick your head under, you can breathe it normally, just like air. You don't feel any sort of water. It seems to be completely illusory. There's a sort of maybe a 30-degree slope going down.
Okay.
That seems to lead down into another tunnel that is at the bottom of the pool that goes around the corner.
I'm telling you guys now, it's going to be some kind of a holder thingy in there. I guarantee it. Right? Right? Right.
I think she can hear us now, right?
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
Yeah, continue down.
Okay. Rounding the tunnel corner, it opens up once again. You see before you. Just bear with me. Yeah, you see this large green tree. It seems to be like a very ancient sort of oak. The branches have long extended out and is covered. This sort of like inner tunnel cavern bit has opened up a bit, but it's quite cramped, especially for a huge oak. So it's sort of like half keeled over, and like the roots and branches have just like filled the entire space up. It seems to be like almost like a lush rainforest or jungle sort of humidity in here, and you see like birds tweeting on the tree and like flying around, and even though there's no light in here except for like the glow of some fungus, fluorescent fungus, yeah, it's very bizarre seeing this large, massive, healthy green oak tree so far deep in the Underdark.
Just kind of look towards the tree, just like, is that you?
You see the branches begin to sort of like twist and morph slightly, and you hear the cracking of bark as it begins to sort of like relax itself, and you hear branches shatter. You see a couple of birds like tweet and just like fly off and just sort of like perch themselves somewhere else. Make a perception check for me, Scrimshaw. And Morna as well, because you've got dark vision.
No, I don't.
Can you not see in the dark?
Nope.
I think only
I
within
got
10 feet.
blind fighting.
Oh, it's funny, Shadow Monks can't see in the dark.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a bit...
I do have dark vision as a spell, but
Okay, Shinnok, you can make me a perception check as well. Then.
Could I use Divine Sense again as well?
Yeah, good.
Oh, my fucking
is that
thing
basically-
went dark again.
Oh,
It's-
don't worry, you missed your opportunity then, Shadow.
Yeah, so I would know if it's a celestial, fiend, or undead.
It's strange. You're getting a different reading off this than Celestial Fiend or Undead for sure. It's weird. Yeah, the reading itself. It's hard to place your finger on it.
Okay.
Seems familiar.
So I can't make the roll, or have you already made it?
Oh, if you go ahead if you want to.
Sure. Perception. There we go.
So Shinnok, you see curled within the branches as the tree begins to flex and sort of begin to wake up slightly. There's like a mound coming out of the tree. There's sort of like a bulge in the bark that seems to have some sort of humanoid like engulfed within it.
I'm going to head over and take a closer look.
Okay. You walk forward. What's everyone else doing?
just waiting.
Yeah, Sherlock, you okay, pal?
There's someone in there.
Okay, we'll just be careful.
Yeah, I'm gonna go take a closer look to see if I can like make out any features, and if I can, I'm just gonna prod the tree with my finger.
So as you sort of like push aside the various branches that hang over, and sort of make your way further into the engulfment of the oak that's sort of like moving, You see there's sort of like in the branches themselves, there's like snakes coiled in the branches, like a couple of like large snakes hanging down. There's like spiders on the ground crawling. Like it's a whole ecosystem in here. Like sort of vole or something, like scurrying in the in the bottom.
Like Fae vibes. This sounds like Fae vibes to me.
As you approach the mound that the humanoid is in, as you sort of go up to it, it seems to be like almost like a thin covering of bark over a sort of human torso. And as you sort of begin to, you notice that there's like you can peel the bark off.
I'm going to do so.
Okay, you begin to peel the bark off bit by bit. As bits of bark fall onto the ground around you, you begin to see clothes underneath. You begin to see sort of like hair protruding through. You also notice these two horns which poke out of the tree. As you sort of like grasp a large bit of bark and you peel it off. You come face to face with a creature living within the tree. A creature that looks exactly like Scrimshaw.
Oh, fuck off! Fuck off!
What's up?
Scrimshaw, there's another you.
I assume as he's peeled this all back, I can see it, right?
Yeah, so you can see from there. And also, as the final bit of bark gets peeled off, you watch as the Scrimshaw that's in the tree opens his eyes, and this sort of like bright green sort of glow, sort of like coming from his eye hole, almost like burning, like sort of like fey-ish fire, like shoots out of his eyes and just sort of like just burns like from the top of his eyes up into the air. It doesn't like do any damage or anything. It's just but he begins to pull himself from the tree. All these roots and vines snap off the back of him as he sort of like pulls himself step by step off the tree and says, "My sleep is done. It's complete." The cycle begins.
What?
Are there any illusions on him, or is this just how he looks?
It's
With which
straight
side?
up you, dude.
Dude,
Um,
are you like you, or are you him, or see you? Are you Scrimshaw from the future, or the past, or the present? What the fuck are you?
The past, the present, the future. I suppose I'm all of them.
why do you look like me?
Well, Scrimshaw. That is a name that I have not used in a long time. But I am you. At least, I was you once. Now I am something else.
If
And we're going to leave it there for tonight.
Mike, you just
Yeah.
want Scrimshaw do the whole "come with me if you want to live" just kind of bullshit. What the fuck?
Well, yeah, so let's leave it
Shit.
all there for tonight.
all right, well,
Thank you.
Yeah,
very
thanks
much
for-
for-
thanks for
Thank you, everyone. Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you.
See you next week, Russian spammers.
Yeah. I suppose that explains how the Prophet of all things understands everything that we're doing.
Yeah.
He knows what's going to happen because it's already happened.
It's because it already happened, right? But like, he doesn't then know like other things.
Yeah. See you
Wait.
next week, Russian spammerinos. Bye.
Yeah,
Wait.
bye.
No,